Happy Monday, my friends. Welcome back to another episode of Mondays with Mindo. I'm so excited to see you guys here today. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. By the way, who's off work? I hope to get to see a lot of you today. And if you are catching this on the replay, hello to you too. Do me a favor, let me know where in this beautiful world you are tuning in from. When you get here, say, hello, Mindo, and let me know where you're at in this world. Today, I'm really excited, my friends, because I'm kicking off a series, okay? I'm kicking off a brand new series called Selling on Social Simplified. Yeah. So if you are selling on social, this is certainly for you. If you are kind of an old school traditional network marketer, this is really for you. Okay. If you want to expand your reach, expand your product sales and so forth, this is really for you. But I'm excited to take you through. It's actually going to be a 5-part series. So excited to connect with you guys today. Really stoked to get into this conversation on selling on social simplified. Because some of you guys need kind of the big picture. Some of you need like the macro view of what this looks like. And I'm going to give that to you over the next 5 Mondays. So that said, if we have not met yet, hello, it's Mindy Baxon. Excited to meet you and doing a little tech check here. Give me just a hot minute. And excited to get into this conversation with you guys. I have been a social seller since 2018. Full time. Okay. I want to make sure I can see comments here too. I've been a social seller full time since 2018. I actually quit my full-time job. Okay. I quit in December of 2018. I said, peace out, paycheck. I'm on my own. I know it was a small midlife crisis, but I did it. And I'm extremely grateful that I did, because now over the last 7 years, this is what I've been doing. And it's been the biggest blessing of my life. So back to this training. Now, I want to just tell you, there's kind of one overarching shift that I really want to help you guys get. And it is this, okay? You're building a brand, not just a business. And today we're going to start with a foundation called Social Selling Basics. Because honestly, if this part's not clear for you, everything else feels harder than it needs to be. So I'm going to walk you through Social Selling Simplified. I will tell you too, in the top whatever corner of the screen, I think it's the left corner of the screen, you guys actually have access to grab my How to Sell on Social Simply. I created a playbook for you. And I'm going to have, pretty soon, I'm going to have kind of a walkthrough. I'm going to take you guys through exactly how I do what I do. But anyways, that QR code will take you right to this playbook. It's my very first digital product I created. Cool, huh? Hi, Janie. Good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while. Nice to see you, my friend. Anyway, so we're gonna walk through social selling simplified. Say that fast 3 times. And here's what it is. And again, I think some of you guys need to kind of like grasp this in order to really understand this concept of selling on social. Because it doesn't need to be spammy. It doesn't need to be weird. Some of you are making it weird. I'm going to help you not make it weird. Social selling is simply offering a solution and earning an income by doing so. And I'll just tell you, it can be extremely lucrative when done correctly, or not correctly, when done in the right way with the right heart posture, okay? So most of the time, these solutions come in form of a product, a service, or a program, okay? That's it. That's the definition. You're offering a solution, and when somebody gets that solution, like let's say this, for example, okay, so it's $27. If you guys decide to grab this, I'll make an income from that. That's social selling, right? It doesn't need to be more complicated than this, but we are seeing it everywhere. We've got personal trainers that are selling workout programs. We've got coaches selling coaching packages. We've got creators like me selling guides or templates. We've got wellness advocates, a lot of you in the wellness space. And also let me know too, when you get here, I'm curious, what part of the industry are you in? Are you in beauty and skincare? Are you in wellness? Are you in the peptide space? Like, where are you at in this world? I want to know what industry or what products you're promoting. But it's really about people finding products that they love, that they've had experience with and maybe results from, and sharing them online. So I think that social selling can be very confusing, especially for network marketers, okay? Like the traditional network marketers. Let me tell you guys real quick. 2015 is actually when I got started in the network marketing space. 2018 is when I flipped the script and I jumped into social selling. So no more one-on-one butts in seats trying to pack out hotel rooms for me. It was like oh, the world is my oyster, right? Like how many billions of people on social media, and I've got the opportunity to reach even a tiny little fraction of them, you can build a huge business. So let me get back to my point. For network marketers, I think the reason why it can be confusing is because network marketers kind of try to separate that from everything else. But the activity is the same. Okay, you show up, you build trust. The building trust thing is huge, you guys. We are in a trust recession. All the gurus say it, and it's true. You talk about the problems that you understand and have a solution for. And when you offer that solution, you can earn an income. Okay, it's the same activity, but different label, right? And I'm going to bust through some of these old school kind of network marketing beliefs because some of you are still stuck in that because I've coached enough people I've seen it. Okay. So brace yourselves. But gone are the days, and I say this with, you guys know my heart, I love you. I say this with love. Gone are the days of everybody's getting in, right? That hypey, trying to close all the people because everybody's getting in. Gone are the days of copying and pasting. Everybody's got the same post that they're copying and pasting. Gone are the days of posting a product graphic and expecting sales just to come on in, right? If you were trained in this era, though, let me say this, it's not a knock to you. It's not. I was trained in that same space, in that same headspace. And this is why I want to talk to you guys about it, because I've been there and I've seen the other side and it's a beautiful thing. Hi, Angel. Good to see you, my friend. So the landscape has changed, and the quicker you understand that and the quicker you come into agreement with that, the better off you're going to be. But why is that? Because people are now more educated. They want context. They want trust. And they want to understand why something works. They don't want to be recruited. They want to be guided. They don't want to be sold and closed. That's disgusting. Nobody likes that. Have you guys ever bought something from someone because you were like, I can't say no, and they're really like pushing me? No, gone are those days. So can I just give somebody out there permission just to release the old model, that old way of thinking? Because here's the shift that changes everything. You guys ready? Smash the heart button if you're ready for this. Are you guys ready for this? Here's the shift that changes everything. The companies you promote, those are the vehicle. You are the brand. Okay, let me say that again for the people in the back. The companies you promote, those are the vehicle, and you are the brand. They build the business, but never the brand. Okay? So when you build the brand first, the business becomes easier to sustain because the vehicles can change, guys. I see you guys over here. The vehicles can change. And like it or not, everybody's company that's never going down, not smart thinking. Turn your business brains on, people. The too big to fail is an ignorant way to think. And I mean that with love, but it's true. Hi, Shelly. Good to see you. I love you. Okay. The vehicles can change. That's not under your control, sisters. Okay. Many of you know that I promoted for Modere for 6 years, and God gave me a divine redirection in December of last year, or of 2024. And then 4 months later, he gave me that protection to join another company or to partner with another company. 4 months later, Modere completely closed its doors. Nobody had any notice. My old friends never got paid. It was a bad deal. I never thought that would have happened in a million years, but it did. So I've been through that before. So let's get back to brand. Okay. Your brand is built on this. Your brand is built on what you believe, what you've lived, what you're learning, and the problems you know how to help solve. You aren't selling a company. Some of you guys got to break up with that mentality because it's hurting your business. You're really offering a solution that you believe in, and the company simply supports that solution. Are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Are you guys with me? Drop I'm with you, Mendo, in the comments if you're with me. Okay? So this is why social selling only feels spammy, okay? It only feels spammy when you don't have clarity around this. And that's where I'm trying to help you guys get your brains. It feels spammy when you're copying instead of leading. When you're trying to duplicate something that some big leader did and you've never done it before. It feels gross because it's incongruent. It feels spammy when you're trying to convince people to buy your product instead of to serve them well. It feels spammy when you don't actually know what problem you help solve. I know, again, I've coached some of you guys and you don't know this part. This is what I want to help you with. But when you get this, when you get it, okay, when you develop your own leadership through creating the journey, and that's for a whole nother training, which we're going to get into next week, actually. And you're no longer in the business of convincing people, and you know what problem you help solve, you don't sell harder. You show up differently. Okay? You show up differently. And I want to just give you guys a couple of action steps. Okay? I want to just kind of weave in some action steps for you guys to take in all of this. I want you to answer this question for yourself. What problem do I actually help solve? What problem do I actually help solve? Because that will unlock clarity right there. Okay? Not what company am I with? Not what product do I sell? It's not about that. It's about what problem do I actually help solve? What result? Here's another one for you guys. What result does someone get because of you? If you've gotten results, now hear me on this one, you guys, don't miss this. If you've gotten yourself results, okay, start there, okay? You can, okay, I've lost this much weight. I've gained this much energy. I've made this much money, right? A lot of you guys want to recruit teams, but you haven't actually made any money. Start with making the money first. Start with selling the solution first, and then get a little money under your belt. And then you can start talking about building business. Because again, I'm just going to shoot you straight on something. Do people want to build a business with people that have not made any money building the business? No. Again, to me, it's like an incongruency. So for those of you that haven't made money, but are really trying to build the team, I'm going to have you shift your focus today to start making money. And then that team will come. Because the whole conversation's different. Because when they say, well, Alice, how much money have you made? You can say, you know what? I actually made $250 last month. Okay? So, sorry. That's just me going off of all of my notes. But anyways, yeah. So what result does someone get because of you? If you've gotten the results, start there. If you're still on the journey, hear me on this one, ladies. Some of you are like, I'm not going to say anything yet because I don't really have the results yet, so I can't really talk about it yet. Who are you missing out on an opportunity? If you are still on the journey, invite people into it. And this is the most vulnerable thing. I know many of you don't want to do this because it's very vulnerable. But both of those things, they build trust. How many of you, I want you to think about this, how many of you on social media follow someone's journey? I'm following a guy named Ethan. He's on Instagram. He weighed in at like 600 and some pounds. I'm following his journey and cheering him on. We love following people's journeys, and we love seeing the good, the bad, and the crazy that happens. Am I right? So if you're still on the journey, invite people into it because both those things build trust. Second thing I really want you guys to do, though, is I want you to write this down. I want you to write this down. If you're not driving, grab a pen and paper, and I want you to write this down. I am the brand. My company is the vehicle. Okay. Some of you guys got to get this. Your brand doesn't change every time your product does. Your beliefs, your voice, your perspective stays the same. So stop introducing yourself by your company. and start introducing yourself by the problem that you help people solve. And again, this is an evolution. And so as I say all this to you, I also understand, because you guys, I walk through every bit of what I teach you guys. I don't teach you something if I've not walked through it, or at least I don't think I've ever done that. Or at least I'm transparent to tell you, you know what? I've not ever done this yet. But do you know what brought me to write this? Because I've been selling on social for the last 7 years. I've been taking the actions. I've been doing the things. I've been showing up. I'm monetized on Facebook because I've actually been doing this for so long. Okay. So somebody needs to hear today to stop trying to teach or sell what you've never done, because that's why it feels weird, you showing up on social media. It's incongruent. And that, to me, you're breaking trust with yourself. Just going to throw that in there. Okay. Okay. And if you're ready to take it one step further, and then we're going to land this plane. If you're ready to take it one step further, share one post about why you believe in the solution that you offer without naming the product. And maybe some of you already do this, and good job. And let me give you some examples. Something like, I believe people deserve simpler ways to feel better, right? And expand on that. I believe consistency beats perfection every time, and expand on that. I believe women don't need more information. They need clarity, and expand on that. This is how you start building a brand without being salesy. And I'll tell you guys something too. For those of you that love Jesus, I love Jesus, and I love building business, and I love actually doing business with people that love the same thing. Like what flipped for me in the way I've built my brand is by just sharing what God has got coming out of me. You know what I mean? Yes, I love products. I love my supplements. I love you guys saw my Borboleta lash serum. Like, I was talking about my lash serum the other day, and I love it, right? More to come, by the way. There's more coming. I love talking about products that have made a difference in my life and sharing those things. And again, when you come at it from that perspective, and you come at it from that heart posture, and again, my point is understanding your priorities in life and just stepping into that kind of content and what that looks like, that is building your brand. And we're going to do a deeper dive in that next week. But honestly, sharing that kind of content is how you start building a brand without being salesy and weird. Okay. So you don't need to overhaul your entire businesses today, ladies. You just need clarity and one little step forward. And I hope this was helpful. Next week, come back here, same time, same place. And whether you're watching from YouTube or you're watching from Facebook, right, wherever, I'll be back here 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be talking about how to build a brand without feeling fake or forced. Okay. Or like you suddenly need to become someone that you're not. It is totally a perspective, you guys. And I'm going to get in your heads next week. So brace yourselves. Okay. Because once this clicks, selling gets easier, and selling becomes fun, and selling becomes something that you enjoy doing. So all that said, I hope to see you guys back here at the same time next week, how to build a brand without feeling fake. And if you are really looking for really some simple, walk through step by step on how I've done this over the last 7 years. And I think collectively our teams, I don't know, we're over 13 million in sales or something like that in the last 7 years. And I attribute that to the rock star, superstar people that I get to partner with in business. Shelly, I see you. You're one of them, right? So yeah, it's worked well for me, and I wanted to share it for you. Alice is setting her alarm for next week. I'm so glad. So yeah, excited to see you guys then. Again, you can scan the QR code if you want to grab that How to Sell on Social Simply. I'll probably drop it here in the comments for you too. And that should be a good help to foundationally start selling on social. Anyways, friends, love and appreciate you guys. Go crush it. I will see you back here next week. Take care.